Hi, everybody. It turns out one of you know me more than I know you, it seems. But if you don't know who I am, I'm Paul, Mike's mate from England. Known Mike since 1842, when Queen Victoria was still on the throne of England, I think. And latterly when King Edward II was on the throne in California. So, yeah, here I am, that's me. So Mike asked me to say a few words about Ed. Now, interesting challenge already. You probably saw the memory I shared of when I first met Ed back in 2010. Anyhow, so you read that one, that was great, but that was a bit scary, to be honest. You meet Ed for the first time, there's some kind of thing there, and he's just staring. You got that look, that judgment. I was crapping myself, I really was. I don't know what the hell's going on here. But he got right. And like, as Ed has always done, he welcomed me into his life with love and care. So we had some good times with Ed and Mike over the years. We've been to California a few times now. We really like it here. The weather's great. LAX could do with improvement. I mean, 405 is terrible, but nothing ever changes. But it's very sunny today, thank you for that. But one of the first memories I want to share with you was on our 2012 trip. There's two distinct memories which I think really bring for me and my wife, Kath, who sat down there. Kath, do you want to stand up for us? Woo! All the way from Liverpool, England. My special request, thank you very much. Yeah, 2012 we came and we did the usual California tourist stuff. We had the kids with us. Ellie's online today. I think Ethan's there too, my son, both in Liverpool. And we had a fun time doing the usual Californian stuff. Brilliant, loved it. Had a Chevrolet Impala, I think, which I don't think was as fast as Mike's Jag at the time. Anyhow, so we wanted to go to the Friends at Warner Brothers. Thank you. So we're big Friends fans, and guess who's a big Friends fan? Edward Lee Hunter. Yeah, the biggest Friends fan in the world, or so we thought. Right, so Mike was working at DSG, or so you said. I'm not quite sure what excuse you made that there, Michael, but it was like me, Ed, and the family. So we rocked up to the Warner Brothers Visitor Center. Did the lovely shot of the Geller's house, where, if you remember that episode, any friends, fans of the audience? One, thank you. See me later. Right, so, yeah, so we rocked up, we saw the Geller house where stuff happened. But Ed was very, very keen on getting to Central Perk for reasons that became apparent later on. So this is 2012, when the attraction was still pretty much young from memory, and they were very keen that you don't touch anything. It's like, look from a distance. But there, in the middle of Central Perk, was the couch, the settee, and Ed had decided, come hell or high water, he was going to sit on that couch. And lo and behold, boom, he was there. Security had no clue. They couldn't catch him. He was on a chair, and he got a million selfies from that, and some great memories. I think we sat with him too. So we broke them all that day. That was really fun. But after that, we decided that we wanted to run a Hollywood tour. Now, Hollywood for Brits is pretty exciting because it's full of fun people that, you know, are around, famous people. My wife's really into like famous people. I'm not really too bothered, and the kids are really into it too. But fundamentally for me, it was like just a seat in the sunshine on the tour bus for an hour or two, which me, at my age, is pretty good. And I thought Ed would appreciate the same. So we rocked up to the tour bus in Hollywood, very exciting, and we were straight, guided by Uncle Edward, to the back seat of the bus, which is I think where Ed preferred to sit at all times. So it was really, really good. You know, we'd tour around looking at people's houses that are dead or alive, where people did or didn't die, and where somebody famous may or may not have done something interesting. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. But the tour guide was very funny and very informative, but as it turns out, not at all accurate. So Uncle Ed, it seems, was quite a knowledgeable chat regarding all things Hollywood, and made it known in a very loud voice that the guy at the front of the bus was in fact wrong. On everything. All the time. Consistently. We learned a lot of stuff from Ed that day. He was a fabulous man, and that just sums up Ed for us. So, for me, Ed was part of our life and holidays. He came to see us in the UK. We showed him the delights of Liverpool and all sorts of things like that. And we'll miss him greatly. And I guess all of us will do too. And one thing that Ed left us with as a piece of guidance, which I think he might have stolen from some other famous people. I've written them down here. Betty Davis and Johnny Carson ring a bell for anybody? No, I thought it was a darts player. Anyway, so when asked, hey Ed, when we leave Hollywood, what's the best way to get out of town? And he said, take Fountain, which is what we did. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to raise a glass, or an eyebrow, or whatever you can do, let's have a toast to Mr. Edward Lee Hunter, the most fabulous gentleman I've ever met in Hollywood, California. Thank you, everybody.